Hello and welcome back to this second part in a two-part tutorial. This one is the final one and it's showing you how to get a silky glowy look on the skin of the model. To do this I'm going to show you how basic it can be because it is a basic tutorial and there is different ways of doing this, but I'm just showing you the quick and easy way to do this type and use this technique. So first off, we're going to go to Layer, Duplicate Layer. A box will open up and we're going to rename it to Soft. Click OK, and as you can see on the right hand side now, you've got the duplicate layer that we've renamed Soft. We need then to select this by right clicking, but not on the image, on the grey shaded area, and a box will open up and we go down to Convert to Smart Object. Left click on that and you'll see a thumbnail open up within the frame. That is your Smart Object thumbnail, what we're going to be working on. The next step in this phase is go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and I've set my radius to 3.0, which works very well in this tutorial, but you can play with it to whatever setting suits your image. Click OK. Now two things have happened. The first one is your image on your screen has gone out of focus. That's what Gaussian Blur does. And the second one is the Smart Filter has dropped down from your duplicate layer. Now this is the bit that we're going to be working on, and basically what we need to do is click on the inside of the thumbnail and a frame will form round it. Once that's formed round it, we need to change the background colour from white to black. Now to do this we need to make sure that the foreground colour on the left hand side at the bottom of Photoshop is set to black, and then we need to go to the Paint Bucket Fill tool, click onto that, make sure it's clicked OK, and we've got the icon of the bucket tool within your image, and then left click once on that image. Now again, two things have happened. One, your picture's come back into focus, but number two, which is more importantly now, your Smart Filter thumbnail has turned from white to black. So that's letting us actually work on this now. The next step is very basic as well. We need to go through to the paintbrush tool, click on the brush. The mode is on normal. I've set the opacity for this at 70% and the flow is 100, but you can play about with that again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the brush size by right clicking in the middle of the image. The box will open up for your brush size and I'm going to put it to about 147, it doesn't matter, whatever you need to do. We also need to change the foreground colour from black to white again, so that we can work on the image that we want to create the effect on, and white will overwrite the black. So what I'm going to do now is left click holding the mouse button down and just going completely over the model's face, including the eyes, mouth, nose, all the skin area. By doing this, it's bringing the Gaussian effect into play to give us the look that we want to create. And if you notice, the lines in the neck have smoothed out and it's given that look of the smooth skin effect that we're after. Now once we've done that, if you look back at your Smart Filter thumbnail, you've got the white that we've covered over and brought back into play, the Gaussian blur, and the black is the original photograph itself. Now what we need to do is reduce the brush size, because we're going to bring back into play now the eyes back into focus and some detail back into the image to give it some realisticness back to the photograph itself. But to do this we need to go back to the foreground colour and turn that from white to black again, because we want to bring the image back through the Smart Filter to its original state by just highlighting the eyes that we want back into focus. I'm leaving the opacity at the same as well at 70% and normal. And as you can see, I'm just bringing the eyebrows back in because we don't want them looking all blurred because it won't look natural. The eyelashes and the eye back into focus, like so. We want the nose back in to make it as natural as we possibly can. The mouth, the lips and the teeth back into focus, and the hair itself on the model. So all the detail that we can retrieve back from it, the better, the more natural it will look. Now if you want to know where you've gone or where you've missed, there's two ways you can do it. One is obviously by doing this by your own eye, or if you look to the smart filter on the right hand side, you'll see the face outline will look like a negative. Now the dark areas is the original image itself, and the light areas where you've took the effect of the Gaussian blur. And if you look at the image now, what we've done is we've brought the eyes back into focus completely with eyelashes. We've got the eyebrow back in with the detail of the hair in the eyebrow. The lips are back into focus and the teeth. The nose is sharp again. The chin line that's come down, we've brought that back into play to give it that more genuine look and natural look. But if you look at the skin, it's all nice and smooth with a nice warm glow. To finish the image off, we go into layer, down to flatten image, and that is the end result. So all I can say is I hope that's helped you out. It's been a very basic and simple tutorial, very quick, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Ta-ta!